All right, so it's 12/31/2020, last day. It's like just after well, it's 50 minutes after midnight. And I'm out. It's raining. Maybe you can hear it. Well, anyways, it's going to be a ramble. I've been just fuming. Yeah. The neighbor's kind of loud again. This is becoming the main issue that I'm obsessing about. And I think it's perfectly, because I'm walking out here, right? And this is actually people's backyards out here. I have not heard a single peep. Not a peep out of anybody here, you know? And my neighbor, boy, not always, for 2 weeks, for a week or so, they didn't play anything, but they like to just blast that fucking TV when they're out there. And these are not big lots, what, a fifth of an acre? What is it, 6, 7, 8,000 square feet at most? So you don't have massive yards, it's not very big. And the way the neighbor's deck is built is it just blasts directly into the, into the side of my house, and basically everywhere except maybe the master bedroom. That's probably not the worst you can hear. Now, I'm a night owl. I don't care. I even like going for midnight walks like this. But it's fucking annoying now, you know? It's the irregularity of it as well. Just for a week it wasn't. You know, even during Christmas there was nothing there. But, I mean, you go down to the bathroom, because I have a split level, right? The bottom 2 bedrooms have an extra bathroom down there as well. If you're sitting in the bathroom, I mean, you could, like, make out what the TV's saying. I mean, it's just like, fuck me in the ass, you know? It's just like, are you fucking kidding? And then again, you walk by all these houses here, and outside of a crazy person yelling into a smartphone recording device, there's really no noise anywhere here, you know? It's like, are you fucking kidding me? You know, the one fucking house that's semi-consistently, irregularly loud, I get to live next to it. And not just any way next to it, but the one, but in the way that the fucking deck is directly blasting into my side of the house. Unfucking believable, you know? And I made a couple videos about this, or some recordings or whatever, but it's just fucking annoying, you know? Every once in a while it's been this way. Or ever since I moved in, it's been this way. That every once in a while, and for a couple days it's this way, and then, you know, the bathroom is loud too, so I can't even take a nice bath or anything. It's just fucking loud. And the music. It's like, what the fuck do I do with this, you know? Like, I think I mentioned before, like, if I had kids, it'd be so easy. You're like, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. It is raining, and this is a really wet sidewalk. Let me figure out how I can cross this without getting wet here. Anyways, I will do recording, flashlight holding. Unfucking believable. You gotta turn back a little bit. Anyway, so what was I getting at here? I'm just so easily distracted by everything. Oh my god. So, you know what? Let me record this again, because I can't even. Let me just play back. All right, and we're back. We managed to not step in the big-ass puddle. So, yeah, I said, if I had kids, of course I forget this, because I certainly don't. But if I had kids, it'd be like, okay, sorry, 9 p.m., we're not fucking playing TV music and bullshit, okay? This isn't happening, especially downstairs, where the kids would, all 10 of my children would be. I get the master bedroom, of course. You know, it's just unbearable. It is after midnight. Like, what the fuck is this, you know? But because it's inconsistent, and I am probably a little more sensitive to this shit than most people, and I'm a night owl, so who cares? I put some music on. A lot of the times, even over my music, I can still hear the bullshit, you know? So, I don't want to do it out of anger. I want to do it practical. Whatever gets me the best results, you know? And I did buy those headphones. Of course, guess what's sold out? Guess what the one fucking thing on the internet is that is sold out on Amazon? And, oh, it's delayed, and, oh, it'll come later. It's like, oh, fuck me. You know? Those noise-canceling headphones or whatever. I don't know. They'll come in a week or so. Who knows? You know. All right. So, but you know, it's. Oh man. Oh, Jesus. I'm having to hold a flashlight, an umbrella, and the phone. But I don't mind this. I really don't. In some ways, just being out here in the elements, I like this. So thank you, loud neighbor, for making me go take a walk outside at 1 a.m. because your bullshit is still playing. Fuck you. Oh my God. I finally reached a point where it's like unfucking believable, you know? 12:30, 1 a.m. What is this? You know? Unfucking bull. And these are these things that are like, what do you do with this? Like, how do people not notice that it's 12:30? Stop blasting your bullshit outside. Fuck me. You know, okay, so I don't know. You know? It's just so awkward, you know? Because again, as I was saying, I don't have kids, right? So because of that, it's like, well, you know, it's kind of loud for me. I don't even want to be like, okay, sorry, nothing past 8 or 9 or what. I don't, but no, it's fucking ridiculous, you know? And yeah, it was Whitney Houston belting out "I Will Always Love You Forever" a couple months ago. And that played, that was that song that played, and maybe like 2 or 3 others. So sometimes it's just like 50 minutes. I think the wife is going to bed. It's not some frat house next door either. It's a couple. I don't know. They're maybe a generation older than me. They might be boomers. Who knows? Their hearing is impaired from Woodstock. I don't think they're that old. They were probably born around there. But oh my God, it's just unbelievable. You know. It's so fucking loud sometimes. Well, it's that annoying loud where it's just coming through the walls. It's not like, right? It's mostly that thumpy thump bass. I've only seen it written, you know. You know, it's the trout hitting against the wall, you know. But it's because part of it's like, are you fucking kidding me? At 12, what do you say to somebody? Are they this self-unaware? Are they this big assholes? Like, do they have autism? What's going on? Do I? You know? So, it's because it's not even a specific time issue. Like, I think this is blasting directly into my house and no one else seems to give a shit. It doesn't look like it's affecting. I think if you're walking by the sidewalk, you can hear it in the back because there's no other house. It's just a sidewalk on the back fence. So you can hear it there, but who cares? I mean, okay. You know. So, if I'm not even home, because sometimes I'm not there, so I don't care. It's not a specific time issue. But, I don't know. And again, it's just like with everything else. It's not really about this. I mean, okay, this is fucking annoying. It's got to stop at some point. But, it's just annoying. I don't want to be the guy who's going to be the crank, but this is just ridiculous, you know? And I've been thinking, if like, I don't know, I tell them they don't care, I don't know, is there a homeowners association here or something? You know, is there? Because that's the kind of nightmare scenario, is not only do you tell them, and not only do they not give a shit, they just make it worse. And then it's like, fuck me. You know, this is how they got rid of Noriega in what, Nicaragua or Panama or something? The U.S. forces were, blasting rock music at his house for 30 days or something. And then he's like, all right, fine, I give up. I'll go to Supermax prison for the rest of my life instead. So it's just absolutely miserable. You know? It's also, again, it's the irregularity of it. The thumpiness of it, but just... It's not like they stop at 10, you know, because it was like 8 to 10. It's like, it's a bit late, but okay, fine. It's 12 fucking 30. And for a week, it's nothing. Maybe 2 weeks, it's nothing. Maybe from 8 to midnight or 8 to 10. But it's just this randomness of it. It's like if I were just given a schedule of here's when we're going to be fucking annoying, it's like, all right, at least I can plan around this. But it's just this dread of, is this fucking thing going to be on today? Can I take a nice, big, comfortable bath? Or is Whitney fucking Houston going to be belting out, you know, the Christmas classics again? And I've been looking at houses and stuff, and I don't know, I moved here less than 2 years ago. Not that, you know, I can't move. It's nice to have options, right? But everywhere, these fucking developers just put everybody in like goddamn sardines, you know? Ugh. And it's not about this, you know? The letter, I was going to do the letter today, you know? But oh, it's a ramble. I'll talk about how I couldn't talk about the letter today. And boy, today is the last day of the year. This is still for 12:30, by the way, because I'm a night owl. So if it's like a little after midnight or so, that still is for the day before. Right, that's how it works. I was dreading the letter as well because it's kind of cringe. You know, I was kind of angsty and angry, and that's all fine. But reading some of that now is like, okay. Because it's not me anymore. I wrote that in 2006, December, 14 fucking years ago. And it's the dread of reading that letter and recognizing no one gives a flying fuck. You know, there just aren't people who get that letter, get the anger. And again, it's not that I'm that angry about that. I'm just angry about the fucking neighbor. Yeah, that's very productive. You know? But where are the people who get the letter, right? That's what I've been dreading, is why put it out there? Because, you know, no one's going to get it. And then I realize how fucking miserable and alone I am forever. You know? I do like the rain. I do like the rain. Here's a gully. The camera's not on. Doesn't matter. But, yeah, it's cooled down a little bit as well. It's what, 50-something degrees, so it's just cool enough. You put on a layer or two. The gloves that I finally figured out to buy. Shoes that are a little wet just from the rain. It's all good, you know. And it's just annoying, you know. So I should focus on you know, the more important things. So again, we can do both. We can yell at the neighbor. We can figure out how to not be the only house that has, you know, supersonic blastings, you know, intermittently. Because again, it's like, hey, give me a fucking schedule, you know? I'm going to be an asshole until 1 a.m. today, okay? And then I'm going to be, right. And then for the next 3 days, nothing. Maybe a little bit at 8 p.m., but it's going to go away after 30 minutes, okay? Like, if I just got a list of it, it'd be like, all right, fine, I can plan around this. But it's just this, well, you know, here's 5 or 6 p.m. From here on out to midnight, it's going to be blasting potentially at any time. Fuck me. You know? Unfucking believable. You know, it's like you got to buy 100 acres somewhere and then, you know, hope for the best. Unbelievable. You know, and it's just the cowardice of it. Why can't I just fucking deal with this, you know? But hopefully it's gotten bad enough to where it's like, no, we got to fucking fix this. I'm just sick and tired of this. You know, we have to have a battle plan against this. Jesus. You know, so we can do this, and we can do the letter stuff. You know, and I got a little bit, I don't want to say drunk, but I did have that Maredsous or whatever. I'll link to it, timestamp, whatever, right? It's a nice Abbey ale. I think it's a triple, whatever that means. You know? Oh, this phone is kind of getting wet here. Oh boy. Okay, I don't think it's a water. It's just a couple drops on it. It doesn't matter. But I got what do you call it? I don't even want to say tipsy. I wasn't drunk. I wasn't tipsy, but I felt it a little bit. And I finally got a little bit of courage to try to read the letter, because I know I got to. I know I got to, right? I know I got to. But I didn't. You know, I don't think the neighbor was even loud then. I just went swimming instead. And then by the time I got back, it was just too loud for me to concentrate. And it was easier to get worked up about that nonsense. You know. I was thinking, if it doesn't work out, you know, they don't listen. You know, if there's no homeowners association nonsense that can deal with this or whatever, I'll just start fucking blasting music out there myself. Fuck you assholes too, right? You know, no one can enjoy midnight from now on. Unfucking believable. You know? You know, I just need a pool. I need a bedroom, a kitchen. It can even be outdoors. Okay, that's it. You know, and that's the other thing is you look at houses and it's like, it's the same generic crap everywhere. Like even here, I kind of bought a house that's a little bit, I think, better. It's not massive, but, you know, the clientele, you know, that wants to buy, you know, 500 square feet and a nice pool or something, it doesn't seem to exist. It's just me, right? And then, oh, well, you could you could buy some lot out there, so maybe, but then it's, nah, unfucking believable. That would still probably be cheaper, you know, if you have a couple acres out in the middle of nowhere, you know. Yeah, I was looking at a couple places, actually, you know, it's at least good to aspire to something, but, yeah, there's a couple things, you know, I'd buy like a, national forest or something. See, you don't have loud neighbors there, hopefully, you know. But I don't know. It's just, I don't know. It's really, I got to do the letter. That's the most bang for the buck, I think. Although, again, the dread is, okay, I put that out there, no one gives a shit. You know? That, it's just, no one really gives a shit. And that's why I've just been so reticent to, is that the word? Is that the word? I'm using big words, but I don't know if that's what it means. I mean, I can't look it up right here. I've just been hesitant. Hesitant is reticent. I think it's similar, isn't it? I've been hesitant about it. Just dreading the putting it out there stuff. Because again, the realization is, yep, no one cares about this really. And that's true, probably. Oh! My goodness. Okay. So, this is a nice segue. You know, I'm going to have to take you know what, let me take a fucking picture of this, because this is just something else. Oh, man, this is just, you know, it's one of these coincidental things that I don't care about, you know, oh, it's not it is a coincidence, but it's a good segue. I'm going to have to take a picture. I'll be right. All right, so here I am by the road, and we have a bottle of Flashpoint. I've never seen this before because it's plastic liquor. Grape wine with natural flavors and caramel color. 16 proof alcohol, 32 proof, 16% alcohol. So it's some cheap, you know, heavy wine equivalent. Flashpoint cinnamon. Now let's remember this. All right, so we're back from the video. Flashpoint cinnamon. I don't even know what that is. But the point is it's some cheap liquor, okay? Grape drink, some alcoholic grape drink with cinnamon. Flashpoint. So I'm doing the Flash stuff right. I used to run the Ancon arcade, and Flash is kind of going out of existence. Or at least they're no longer supporting it. So I actually did a video today about a little tutorial for how to get Flash working. It was a disaster. You know, it's easier just to write down directions, maybe include a couple screenshots, but with a video, you're taking a screen recording of the laptop. And I'm using OBS, but there was too much echo. There was, you know, oh, it takes 3 minutes to install this dumb program, so I just sit there with my my dick in my hand or something, you know? It's just such a waste of time. It's just easier to put directions, you know, have a list, a couple screenshots. But there is something called Flashpoint that is archiving all of the Flash games. You know, I guess that's it. That's the story. It's called Flashpoint. BlueMaxima's Flashpoint. And this guy took 47,000 games. Not just Flash games and not just from my site, although some make an appearance. And yeah, that's it. That's it. And cinnamon, yeah, it's cheap liquor. I remember the last time I got really drunk a few years ago was with some Octopus rum, spiced rum, and it had cinnamon in it. Oh, I'm gagging just thinking about it. And in some ways, well, let's keep walking. I don't have anything else to do. Yeah. Boy, it's interesting. We've gone, what, 30 minutes out here? Wow, time sure flies when you're yelling about how stupid your neighbor is. But yeah, the last time I got really drunk, how much detail do I want to get into? Well, yeah, that was it was very revelatory. That was 2 years ago, I would say. Was it 2017? Well, 16, 17, 18, 2018, around my birthday, September. So that was over 2 years ago now. And it was just shots and shots of Octopus spiced rum. Holy shit. That was revelatory, you know. Oh, I got a whole good story about that, but we're not going to talk about that. The point is, it was a good, I ended up basically unable to get up from under an apple tree. A bunch of goats and sheep were around me. True story. That was very revelatory that, well, that was a whole mess right there. But the point is, you know, Flash is ending, and I've done nothing for 8 years, basically. I did the Guerrero thing, you know, that came out. So I stopped updating the Flash site, around my birthday, 2012. This is 8 years of fucking nothing. 8 fucking years. You know? I did Guerrero, but that didn't go anywhere, right? 8 years. And in some ways, now that it's ending permanently and I'm kind of putting the final touches on, oh, here's how you can play it, even though it's all gone. Let me see, it's an intersection here. Do I keep walking? Man, I'm going to be out here until 3 a.m. I don't give a shit. I'm going to keep walking. It's another 30 minutes that way. All right, seems reasonable in the rain. So anyways, Flash is ending. All right, let's try to get run over here. There we go. All right. Now, this is a great walk. I get to finally yell about things. You know, very cathartic or whatever it's called. All right. What's my point? Oh boy, I got derailed again. Oh boy. So yeah, it's so Flashpoint, cheap, not even a rum, but 16%, I guess wine equivalent, strong wine equivalent. I can just imagine. Again, so it's the Octopus rum that I got drunk on the last time, a little over 2 years ago. And that's when I realized, yeah, this isn't working out. Whatever it is, that's not working out. How I ended up in that situation is weird. Again, we're not going to go into the specifics. Who cares? You know, it's just, it was just a realization that, oh yeah, this isn't working either. The people I'm around, nope, that sucks too. Totally worthless. You know? But anyways, enough about my bad decisions from 2 years ago. Let's talk about how I didn't make any decisions over the last 8 years fundamentally. Right, so Flash ended 2012 for me. I realized the sites just can't be updated and blah, blah, blah. So I basically threw in the towel 2012. And I did well. But I haven't done very much since then. And it's been, you know, the passion that I had for doing the site And I had a little bit of passion for Guerrero, right? For putting the whole work together. There's passion there. And I had a little bit of that back when I'm doing this, you know, trying to figure out how you can get Flash working, you know, if Flash is uninstalled or disabled, the browsers don't support it. It's been kind of fun. Because a lot of it is that tinkering where I'm not a programmer, right? But it's kind of fun to do a little bit of tinkering that's, you know, let's get things working. And I had that passion where I was kind of scouring the internet for advice on, okay, how do you get this to work? Oh, this doesn't work, then oh, that has to work, and blah, blah, blah. So I was very passionate about this Flash, how to get Flash working when, you know, you don't have it anymore, and blah, blah, blah. So that passion kind of came back, you know, and I had that when I was running the site, not all the time, but a lot of the times. And I had the passion when I was doing Guerrero, the book, and it's just been gone. What's the point of it all, you know? And yeah, that's just kind of coming to a head here, you know? So yeah, we come across Flashpoint, cheapo, not even wine, you know, and cinnamon, the Octopus rum that I got last drunk on. Yeah, I don't know. It's just someone make a diagram of all that. Who cares? It's interesting. So, what's my point? The letter. We're gonna have to do that later today. It's just 6 pages. Not even double spaced. I don't know. It's a couple thousand words. Who knows? Well, 500. So yeah, it's about 3,000. What, 15 minutes is there? 15? 20. Who knows? But yeah, it's angsty. It's a bit cringe. But that's the point. Is who could I have told that letter to at the time? Nobody. Right? And now I can't either, I don't think. You know, that's been the... Yeah, that is the issue, isn't it? But I've mentioned this before. It's like, okay, just fucking do it. Just stop the fucking whining. Just fucking do it. You know? Just read it. And maybe I just had to be frustrated enough. And, nope, Flash is over. It was fun. I had some passion about that. The Guerrero thing was fun to do. That didn't really work out. I mean, I guess we're kind of continuing that with this, and, oh, okay. That didn't really work out. So, what else is left? Flash is over. I couldn't really... Yeah, the business, it became a kind of dead end. When I was still on talking terms with other people, you know, some people said, well, you know, why don't you do mobile games? Bah! It's like, well, you might as well tell me to go raise llamas in fucking Peru or something. Alpacas or whatever the hell they have there. You know? To transition from the web games, it's just, I don't even want to explain. It's just so, it seems, it's misleadingly similar. But, you know, the Ancon Arcade was a middleman, so to speak. You went to it in the same way you would go to an app store, right? There's like 1,000 games, 1,000 plus games. Actually, there were about 4,000 by the end, you know. And you went there, you saw those games. It was a lot of fun. Oh boy, here's another puddle. And that was the App Store. Now, the App Store, the Play Store, and really the Apple Store, not that there's really anything else. I guess what Samsung has a Samsung store. Has anyone visited it? No one cares, you know? Oh boy. Okay, it's not too deep here. So, they didn't allow people to bundle it. I mean, I could have maybe done something with that, but I didn't develop the games, right? I just licensed them. So I had no role with any mobile stuff. I could have reinvented myself and done something there. But again, it'd be like, okay, let's go raise llamas in Peru. It's totally different. And, you know, I was successful enough with it that I didn't have to do that. And it just wasn't, I didn't have the passion about it, you know? So now that that's over, oh boy, is this what here? No, it's fine. So now that this is over, I've always avoided this, you know? I've avoided this because who the hell wants to talk about this stuff? And then I have to realize who the hell wants to talk about this stuff? No one. You know, you don't see this anywhere. In any, you know, in any meaningful way. So, but I think I've accepted that. You know, it's kind of hard to realize that, yeah, nobody really wants to. Well, you know, the letter, it's tied into the time I got drunk with the Octopus rum we just mentioned. Oh boy, that's a whole other. Oh my god, what a fucking waste of time. Oh, man. Oh, these therapist types. They're a bunch of emotional prostitutes. Whole other story, whole other series on it. Maybe we'll get to it one day. Oh, good lord. You know? I don't know what else to say. I think I don't know, I've said as much as I want to, I guess. Yeah, let's just end it on emotional prostitutes. That's it. You know? But the illusions are over. I get it. You know, I get that there's nowhere to show up. Somebody left a comment, a regular commenter / emailer left something like that. I don't know. I don't have it with me. I can't comment on it. I think it segues into this, but I don't remember the specifics. But yeah, there's nowhere to show up. And the only thing is to talk about the letter and everything else and blah, blah, blah. But that's it. It's that letter, non-letter that, you know. Yeah, that's it. So I guess I have my work cut out for me tomorrow. And I guess today, because I have to edit this together whenever I get back home. It's 1:26 now. It'll take another, you know, I want to do the full, 10, 20 minutes there. And then the hour back. No, I really feel like it. You know, who knows? Maybe the neighbor's still blasting the fucking thing at 2 a.m. Well. Not that it matters. Oh boy. It's pretty deep here. Is it deep? I have absolutely no depth perception at night. Oh boy. I love how these sidewalks are always filled with water. Ugh. Oh, the side isn't so bad. Famous last words. Oh boy. Alright. So, yeah, this is a ramble. I'm satisfied with it. I got out what I wanted to. If not, I'll say some more stuff. But I'll put this up, you know. I kind of like this format of me just rambling on like a crazy person. So that's it.